Oh, what is up, everybody? My name is Tyler Potts, and welcome back to another one of our 100 Days of Code series. This is day 49, 1 of 50. We're almost halfway there. I'm hoping my internet is fine. It's been very dodgy for a few days. Give me 1 second. Hey, man, how's it going, Shroki? Hey, I don't know how to pronounce your first name, so I apologise. But I do notice my camera is extremely laggy on stream, so I apologise about that. Hopefully the sound is alright. Okay, that's fine. I'm just testing out a few things on stream quickly, so let's go back to the original one. Nice. So that is now not show. Now it's showing. Weird. Okay. Hopefully everything is working. How is that looking on screen over there? Looks like my camera is kind of terrible, right? Like the lag on it is insane. All right. How can we fix my face cam, guys? How can we fix it? What should I do? Properties. Not really good. Yeah, I know, it's kind of annoying. I'll figure it out. Okay, let's see what this is like. Hopefully it should be a bit better. If not, we'll just get rid of the face cam altogether and use something else. So once this comes back, let's see if this is any better. What noise are you getting in stream? So once this comes back, let's see if this is any better. Okay, I don't hear the noise you're getting from my side. I don't know if you heard that. I can't hear anything. 1 sec, let me turn my mic down a little just so it's not as loud for you guys. Then hopefully you shouldn't get any noise. How is my camera looking now? It looks still a bit shitty, don't it? Everything sound. Thanks, Carl, for the confirmation. That sounds good on your end. My camera is really laggy, so on that note, we are going to make the camera go bye-bye, and we're going to keep. I think we'll keep the chat. We'll bring it down though. So let's just completely hide face cam. Lock main monitor in. As long as it sounds good, that's good. I'm going to try and get the video to run a bit better. I'm just going to quickly minus this. Yep. There we go. Okay, chat. How is the chat looking now? Let's filter our chat quickly to make it look a bit better. Hey, okay. How is the chat looking? Everything is good. Okay, awesome. If you guys are happy, I'm just going to wait a few minutes. If you guys want to ask any questions while we wait a few minutes, just let the stream pile up. I'm just going to put a quick tweet out on the tweeters. If God, my laptop is extreme. Not having fun today, is it? It's not enjoying this stream. It's like I'm gonna blow. Don't let me blow. Let's open up the terminal so we have something to do. Okie dokie. Oh, hello Adobe Creative Cloud. Goodbye Adobe Creative Cloud. Okie dokie. Okay. Let's hope this is working. It's midnight here. Are you going to add VueJS for your CDN? I'm not going to use CDN this time, Carl, but I could do it in a future project if that's what we want. I'm at work again, New Zealand time lol, but we'll keep checking in when I can. Oh, thanks, Carl, man. What are you going to make? So I'm going to make a project management tool. Should I show you before we actually create? So let's go into my projects. Let's cd into my Nuxt project, and let's run npm run def. So I'm just going to quickly get this running, and I'll show you what we're going to make once this loads up. Let's crack that open and bring that onto this screen. And it's a bit good. Surfer is running-ish. My computer does not seem to be liking this right now, guys, so I apologize if I have to stop and restart in a minute. Seems to be my settings have been messed up since I last streamed. Okay, that seems to be running now, so let's run in here. Localhost 3000. And let's see what happens here. Could you guys, is it still laggy for you guys, the actual view, the actual, my screen? Is it still buffering? If anything happening, how's it going? Because, again, I can't really see what's happening much. Right. Takes a while to bundle, doesn't it, this? Well, it's fine for you, so there's no lag or anything. It's all going good, Carl? This has taken a long time to bundle, isn't it? Jesus. Okay, how long are you going to take to bundle? Come on. We ain't got all day. We've got like 2 hours. Chop, 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 chop. 60% isn't good enough, client. You should be at 100%. Surfer, you need to get up to 100% too. Let's go. Chop, 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 chop. Are you going to use Nuxt Surfer init? What is Nuxt Surfer init? I don't know what that is, Sharon. That's a real project. Yeah, this is a real project and it's going to take some time to load. Oh, yeah. Hey, Surfer's catching up to the client. Which one do you think will win, guys? Client or Surfer? Which one will build first? Place your bets here, folks. Surfer. Yeah, I think the Surfer's going to go first too, but we'll see. Let's see what happens. Surfer, also root for the underdog. Always. Yes, always root for the underdog. Come on, Surfer, you've got this. If it even loads up at all. This one doesn't. This one looks more visually pleasing, but this one's actually doing stuff, and you can see what it's doing. So it's better to keep it on here, I guess. Wow, this is shamefully slow. Like this is like you could. There is something wrong with this. It's taking way too long. The docs here what I'm talking about. The docs here what? Oh, the docs there. All right, let me have a look. Open link in a new tab. Nuxt Surfer init action. Oh, this sounds cool. Vuex store. The action, if for action Nuxt Surfer init is defined in the store, Nuxt will call it with the context only from the server side. It's useful when we have some data on the server we want to give directly to the client side. For example, let's say we have sessions on the server side and we can access the connected users through rec.session.user. To give the authenticated user to our store, we updated our store/index.js the following. Actions, Nuxt Surfer init if rec.session.user commit user rec.session.user. Oh, that sounds really cool. That sounds cool, dude. I might try that out. Probably not in this video because I have a plan, an action plan, and if I don't follow my plan, then what sort of planner am I, right? This is really slow, guys. I don't know why it's taking this long to load. It never has been this slow. It's because I'm streaming. It knows. It just knows what I'm doing. It's like, nope, you're not gonna work today. I don't want you to stream. Oh, guys, I think I found the issue, and I think I have fixed my issue. Yes, that is a good point. Single thread node is definitely an issue. Note that Nuxt server init only works in store to do / index.js, won't work inside a Vuex modules. Okay, nice. I will definitely research that anyway. Yeah, look, this is going super fast now. Okay, guys, I had my face cam on in the background in case I wanted to turn it back on for the stream, but I turned that off and now it is going a lot faster. So, here is the project, guys. It's taken us long enough to load this thing up, but it's basically just a simple project, Nuxt project. So it's like a project management tool. You create a project, and what we're going to say this, we're going to say our first project. And for this description, we'll say this is our first project, and we're going to click create. And then that is going to bring us into the actual project. But if we go back to the home, as you can see here, we have a little card which has our first project, description, and then it has a bit stats. So it has active task stats, the completed tasks, total tasks, and if we open this up, as you can see, we have no task. So if we create a task and we can give it a task, let's say our task, our first task, or task 1, we'll call it. We'll hit create, and we get this simple task rendering. Now let's do task 2. Hit create, and task 2, and same on for task 3 and whatever else we want to add in. Okay, so now another cool feature I've added into this is we're able to rearrange the tasks around, and when we go back and forth, it will remember what order we put these in using something I like to call the weight of the object. So the smaller the weight, the higher up it floats. The heavier the weight, the lower down it floats. So we can rearrange this however we want, and it will remember. We can tick them off by clicking them. Probably could have made that visually more pleasing or more visually easier to see that, but for now that's all right. And we can remove them. So if we remove task 3 and we've got task 1 and 2 there, if we go back to our Nuxt projects, as you can see, it says active tasks 1, completed tasks 1, and total task is 2. So that's kind of what we're going to be building. If you're excited, then drop loads of messages in the chat because I'm kind of excited. So any questions on what we're building today? Has anyone got any small questions? Anything? Let me know. I'm ready. I don't know how far back the stream is. I think it's like a good 20 seconds behind what I'm saying, so it is kind of annoying, but at the same time there's not much I can do about that right now because my internet is not doing so well. How would this be stored on an actual web server? So for example, you hook this up to Mongo, you'd probably use Mongoose or something, right? You'd create an API which you would use to connect to this server, and you would ping it back and forth from the server to the API for so in my example, a Node Mongo API. And once you've got that, or you could do Firebase, anything like that, and you'd basically load it from the server instead of loading it from the Vuex store. So, or well, you could load it into the Vuex store originally and send it around. But, well, yeah, that's probably the better way to do it. So you'd load it from a server, you'd make an API request to get, let's say, our projects into the Vuex projects store, then or state. Then you would modify the state and upload the state, or every time you make a change, you would make a request to the server to make sure the change goes through. If that goes through, then you would get return success and your app will continue working as it normally would. So you won't really see much difference other than you'd make an API calls from what we're building today. Just instead of doing what I do, add in an API call or something similar to turn it into an actual saving app. I could do some saving, some actual connect it up to a database and another video as well if you guys wanted me to. I think that's what I'm planning to do anyway. I think after I've done this, I've got a couple of React tutorials, and then I'm going to go on to a full-on Merv stack, MEVN stack tutorial, which I think will be really awesome for us to get into. So anyway, are you guys happy? You want me to continue on? No more questions, guys? Because let's get this ready to go. Okay, and if the chat over here changes anything, like if it gets in the way of anything, then let me know and we can sort that. Loads data from the server and store it in Vuex store. Off your edit the data, manipulate your Vuex store too, then you will get a real-time feeling. Yes, exactly, Sharon. Good. That you explained it a lot better than I could. So let's. Oh, what am I doing? Clearing. I'm clearing nothing. Why do I do that? I do generally do that too much. Okay, let's cd into our 100 data code folder. Let's cd into day 49. And let's rm-rpm tool. This is just a test one I was testing earlier, so we can get rid of that. It's no use. Oh god, that was my water, by the way. I'm sorry about that. Copy. We'll have a look at those afterwards. Yeah, we definitely can. Okay, so now, guys, so to create your actual, we're going to use npx to create Nuxt app to actually basically run the Nuxt installation. And what we gonna say? So PM tool. It's midnight 2 in India, and I'm still watching your stream. Woo! Yeah, thanks, Shaman. I appreciate it. It's really cool to know you're putting some time to learn some new tricks. PM tool. So let's click. Let's npx and let's run this. So let's get our server running, or get our files all set up, and then we can get into the fun stuff. Oh, guys, any questions while we wait for this to run? Anyone or anything anyone want to talk about while we're here? Because, you know, this can take a while. It looks like it's going quite quick, actually. See, I should bite my tongue. It just doesn't take that long, right? Hey, here we go. So I'm just going to enter through most of this. Oh, my transcendent NuxtJS project. They have the best project descriptions. Like, just random descriptions that always change. It's just so cool. So yeah, you could also, with the server thing, you could also set up a express server on here, and or any one of these, and just connect it to Mongo or your database of choice through that to actually connect it up. But I'm just going to hit none. Again, we could add any of this support. Axios is probably a good one if you wanted to connect make API calls, but again, we don't need it. We're going to be using Vuetify because I like the UI framework or UI library, component library. I don't need a test framework, and it's going to be a universal app. Author, you could put your own name when you guys do this, but I'm just going to put my own. And let's also put npm. So let's let this run. It's always fun. I'm sorry if I go quiet at any point. I'm just trying to drink a drink or something. I've got quite a dry throat today. I'm hoping we can get through this without any errors, because I built this obviously once before and I had quite a few errors, but obviously you always do when you first build something. That's why I always build something before I record it. But like, yeah, well, we'll see. Currently, my computer is extremely slow, but it has sped up since earlier, so turning off the camera really does help. So if anyone wants to know that, don't use a camera. It's useless. It ruins your speed of your computer. This is installing packages. Come on, let's see. Vuetify is awesome. Are you still using a real server to store the data task, or just using the store? I'm just using the store for this tutorial, but I really want to get into some more backend stuff with you guys. Well, with everyone who watches the series, because I know I've been mainly primarily focusing on like Vue, React, front end sort of thing. So maybe if we have some more time at the end of this, we can hook it up to a server slash maybe even a database, because it won't take that long to hook up, to be honest. So let's cd into our project and run the, or actually let me run code to open up my text editor. Always open up your text editor. Let's drop that over there. And let's now run, because we know how long this takes. Let's run np. Actually, before we do that, we do actually have to set up the store, because every time I set up the store and I have to restart the server because it doesn't realize I've set up the store. Oh, hello, what? Whoa. Computer, stop it. Let's try that again. New file, index.html, and we've got our file. Good. I called it .html. Got to create an index.js file, guys. This is how we use the store. Are there more Nuxt tutorials coming? I have 2 other Nuxt tutorials on the channel, but there will be more Nuxt tutorials in the future if that's what you guys want. If you want some more Nuxt tutorials, I'm happy to do them, because I really enjoy Nuxt. It's so powerful. So I need to export a state. So I'm going to say export const state, and this is going to be equal to an arrow function that returns an object. So this object is going to contain our projects array, and that's it for now. And then I'm going to also export our mutation. So I'm going to say export const mutations, but this one's just going to be equal to an object, because it doesn't need to be equal to anything. And we're going to create a mutation straight away called new project. We're going to pass through the state. This is passed through with every commit you make. And then I'm also going to pass through a payload, or a project, I'm going to call it. And then we're going to log, just for now, we're going to say new project, comma, colon, comma, and then I'm going to say project, so it displays our project. I just wanted to add that in there so it's in there ready. Now we can start the store. So npm run def and let that run. Okay, so while that is running, I should probably open up browser. But what theme are you using? I'm using Vuetify as a UI framework / component library. Hopefully that answers your question. Otherwise, I'm not actually using a theme. I'm just using this basic styling of Vuetify, which is actually Materialize. So it's a Materialize theme. Okay, so inside of our plugins, we have our Vuetify plugin. So this is our theme, actually. So to go on to about your question, so there's the theme, and I'm only going to change the primary because the rest of them I don't actually need, but I'm just going to set it to my favorite yellow color. And then I'm going to say font icon, and I'm going to set this equal to MDI, which stands for Material Design Icons. Is it font icon or icon font? Why is that still red? Yeah, you shouldn't be. Is it font icon? I don't remember if it was font icon or icon font. It's icon font, isn't it? Oh, it is. It definitely is. That sounds better. Icon font. Nice. So that's all we need to do in our Vuetify. All I need to do in Vuetify. You can change that up however you like. I meant VS Code theme. Oh, I apologize. I'm also using the material theme. If you want, I'll show you what it's actually called. Oh, that's not it. Extensions. It's probably under themes, but I dropped this down. Yeah, here it is. Material theme by Mattia Astorino. I don't know how you pronounce that. I probably just butchered it. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the material theme. I'm using so there's different themes in here, and I think I'm using the material theme light or lighter. or maybe just, I think I'm using the default material theme actually. I'm not sure. I'm also using the material theme icons as well. I also have a plugin called Vuetify installed, which is how I'm doing all the, and Vuetify VS Code to help me do some autocorrects or autocompletes, and Future, which is a VS Code or VueJS, sorry, helper too. Code Blue, it's better than Material Film. Code Blue, I have to check it out, dude. I'll check it out. I'm not a fan of like colored text editors, except from this slight greeny dark color, greeny blue dark color. Oh, I apologize. I need to yawn. Okay, how is this coming along? This one is still taking forever. This isn't fun. But while we're waiting, I guess we can tidy up everything. So I'm going to delete the feed.png, the favicon can stay. The readme files can all go. They are not needed. You should check out Code Blue. It's awesome. I'll definitely check it out, man. I'll check it out after this. Pages. We don't need Inspire. I don't need the readme. And in our index, we don't need anything inside of Vuex. Let's remove the whole script tag too for now. Let's remove everything inside of Vuex layout, and let's just write in here, hello world. Enter. Let's go into layout. So remove the readme file again. Default file, and I'm just gonna again remove everything but the app in this one. Well, and there. So that's all I'm keeping for this. And the script can go to save. I am really happy to be a security programmer. We live in Terminal. I know Terminal. I'm not gonna lie. Terminal is so nice. I love using the Terminal. I wouldn't call myself a Terminal pro, but I'd say I know my way around a Terminal. Hey, client beat the server and it's updating. Oh, error. What's the error? Inspire.vue is not a page. No, because I deleted it and I removed it from... Where are you getting this? In pages? It's not in there, is it? I definitely removed it and hit save. Still the error. Where is it? Index.js. No, someone else. I have no idea where it's getting that. Don't make me reload the server again, because I know that's what you're gonna make me do. You do it all the time. Let's remove that, remove that, remove that, and the assets are fine. Alright, come on, don't error. You know you don't want to error. Why are you erroring? Come on. Did that just open up Photoshop? I hope it didn't open up Photoshop. My computer's dying as it is. Alright, good. Chrome is opening. Let's open this up and see what it gives us. Let's hope the error goes when it realizes we're not trying to load in the... Try load it in. Okay, so that's good. That's loaded up. We don't have any errors in our console, do we? What? Doesn't exist. We deleted it. We've deleted the whole thing. Go away, you piece of turd. Go, shoo. You're not wanted here. I think, no, I hate it when it does this. I'm going to have to close the server and restart the server. Oh, it's just taken us so long to load that up. Come on. Why you got to do this to us? I know. It's so annoying having to rerun the server all the time. Oh, I'm sorry about the rough start, guys. This is not going so well for me today, is it? It's just like, nope, we don't want you to stream today. Should have just recorded a video, Tyler. What a noob. Ugh. I talk to myself. If you haven't realised, guys, I apologise. It always gets stuck around 62 and 61. This Nuxt uses server-side rendering. Yes. Oh, message retracted. Start a GoFundMe for a new laptop. The thing is, I've got a 2015 MacBook Pro, 8GB of RAM. It's a decent MacBook. Like it shouldn't be running this slow. I don't know why it is. It's only when I'm streaming today. I'm gonna have to start this GoFundMe. To be fair, my Patreon is almost up and running, so you know, it's not there yet, but hopefully should start one in a few weeks and offer some benefits. Hopefully, anyway. We'll see. What actually saying that, talking about Patreon, what would you guys want as benefits from a Patreon account? So if I created a Patreon, what would be the thing what intrigued you to most? Would you want one-on-one sessions? Would you like your name being put at the end of the video? Would you like what extra behind the scenes videos like me doing different things? In my situation, I'm running Express with Vuetify. Every time I stuck at 6%, then it needs some time to load after. Yeah, I know. It seems to be the same with a lot of people then. 60%, there must be a big process at 60%. Okay, there we go. So now it should, there we go. Is it working? It's still loading. I don't like it that it's still loading. It's just forever going to be loading now. Yeah. Cool, let's just delete a couple of things. Reload. You're going to hot reload? There we go. Nice. Okay, so this is what? Going well? Maybe not. Alright, so where are we? Oh, my computer started spazzing out because you know when I said Photoshop was opening? Yeah, it opened. God damn it. It's on my other screen. Okay. Is this good? Is my computer good? Okay, I think my computer's good, guys. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the feel out. I'm just going to make the style quick. Oh, wait, I'm in the wrong page, and sorry. I need to go inside of our default layout, and we're going to add in a navbar. So we're going to create a new component, and I'm going to call this navbar.view. I'm going to write template, and inside a template, I'm going to have a nav element, and then I'm going to use a Vuetify component called Fee Toolbar. And inside here, I'm going to have a Fee Toolbar title. Not a title. And we're going to write Nuxt project. And I'm going to project Nuxt. I don't know, whichever one sounds cooler. And let's put in our project. I'm then going to give this a class of primary -- text and then text uppercase. Hit save, and we need to import this. So let's create a script, and then we're going to import navbar from, and we're going to say we're going to use a tilde, which stands for the root directory of your Nuxt app, and we're going to say tilde components / navbar. And then in here we're going to say components is equal to navbar. That's navbar. There we go. And above the content, I'm going to write in here navbar and hit save. Maybe it should go there. Let's come back and let's see what that gives us. There we go, Nuxt project. So that's looking good, I guess, kind of. Why it looks like your browser takes too much time to load the page. I know, it seems, I think it's just because I'm streaming. My my computer is just like, yeah, no, mate, what are you doing with your life? This isn't cool, mate. Stop streaming. But until it's unwatchable, I guess we'll continue we'll continue on. If it becomes unwatchable, then I guess we'll have to stop, and I'll have to make this a video instead of a live stream, which will suck. So we've got a navbar and a navbar's in it. So where are we going? We are in the right. No, we need to go in this file. Okay, so I'm gonna add a class of white hyphen text and the font weight of light. I'm also going to add the font weight of black. Nope, continue. Yeah, I'm going to continue. We'll just see how it goes. So now this should re-render the page with a better looking. There we go. Nice little contrasting title there. That's all set. Now let's actually take the whole toolbar, and I'm going to wrap this in a Nuxt-link, and this is going to be to / This is like an anchor tag, but for Nuxt specifically. So this is how you would re-render your components. I don't suggest doing an anchor tag, because that is going to refresh the page instead of just re-render the components. So I would suggest using a Nuxt link and not anything else. That's good. Now let's add in here a fee spacer, and let's add a button to create. So like the demo I showed, I'm going to do fee button, and it's going to be flat, and it's going to say create project. Hit save, and let's have a look. Oh, we're going to add some styling to get rid of that underline. Hey, there we go. So create project buttons over there. That's looking good. Fee toolbar link. Oh, I think I need fee toolbar items, and then I should put the fee button inside this. Hit save. Oh, and you'll see, so this is not full width, like full height of the bar. So there you go. So now it's full height of the bar. Makes more sense. We're going to add literally one style to our app.style, and we're going to say a, and I'm going to say in here, I'm going to write text decoration none, and probably color inherit, so it doesn't like accidentally change color on us. And this should now remove the underline from our Nuxt project. You're gonna disappear? It's really taking a long time to reload everything. So it only has to do 2 modules at a time when it reloads. And my internet's like, nope. Or my internet, my computer's like, nope, not happening today. There we go. Okay, it's back to normal. So there we go. That is working. And that is our navbar basically set up for design wise anyway. Let's, I guess we should start by creating, oh, not inside there, inside our pages, inside index.vue, we should start by creating the actual style. So we're going to say row wrap, just so these wrap. And then I'm going to say XS4, and then, or XS12, SM4, and then offset SM, actually no offset, it just stay like that. And in here we're going to have a fee card, and this is going to have a fee card title with a class equal to prime. Oh, that's not how you spell primary. Primary, and we're going to write project title. So it's save. Come back, let this load. There we go. Project title is in there. I'm also going to have the class of headline. I'm probably going to add the class of black hyphen text, or dark gray, and then darken darken one hyphen text. darken free hyphen text. You gonna reload? Is that reloading? It has reloaded. Is that what that is? That's not right, is it? Darken free, right? Darken 2. To get darker, I should go. I thought it was the other way around. Which way is it? Oh, I know why it is. It's because this is in the wrong place. It should be text hyphen darken 2. We'll say hyphen darken 3. And if we go back, there we go. That looks a bit better, I think. That'll do. That works. Using Vuetify official extensions for VS Code will make things easy. You know, I might have to go install it in a minute because I'm obviously failing at using tools, the default tools. Oh, we're gonna have, I guess, a fee cards text. That's not how you spell text. There you go. And I'm gonna have a paragraph which has a strong, and it's gonna say description, and it's gonna set right after here. Maybe one sec. And it will say my or project description. Save. I'm then gonna have. Do I do breaks or separate? I'll do separate paragraph tags. Enough for strong, which is gonna say active tasks, and it's gonna say I keep adding a space after that. It's gonna say 0 active tasks, completed tasks, and total tasks. So it's save, go back, see what this gives us. I did hit. There you go. Cool, that's looking good. Under fee card text, going to say fee card actions. Yep. Our fee card actions will have a fee spacer, which will push the Nuxt link to the other side of to the right side of the page. We're going to add well, we're not going to add a 2 yet, but we're just going to put in here a fee button, which has a flat, but it says open project. Hit save, and let's see what that gives us. Oh, check developer tool. What error could have happened? What actually, do I need to do 2? Does it need a 2 link? What? Name of undefined. Where is name getting pulled through? I don't understand. What? My computer is dying. What did I actually do that would cause that issue, right? Anybody want to tell me what would cause this issue? Did I do something wrong? Just use Vuetify 2 prop for Nuxt link inside fee button. See, I could, but does that work if I bind that as a prop? What? See, that says compiled successfully there. Oh wow, was it because of this? Is that why? Do you guys know why? Remove the Nuxt link. Right, so what? Remove this? Oh, I guess. Okay, cool. Well, we'll leave it out, but we will add it back in. I'm not even sure. I'm guessing it did that because I didn't actually have a 2 in there to start with. And because I hit save, it just errored, and then it did update. I'm also going to add to this card a PA-2 just so it has some padding around it. There we go. Nice. Now, that is looking good, but let's remove this vflex, cull it, and let's put that into its own component. So inside of the components directory, we're going to say what project cards.vue template, paste that in, fix the indentation, hit save, go back to our index.vue, call project card, and now let's add a script. Let's import out of the export, of course. Let's import that component called project. Oh god, project card from, and again we use ~components/project card. And in here I'm going to say component, oh not components, and pass through project card. Cool, let's hit save, see what happens. It should be good. So nothing should actually change. Is that all good? It's looking good. Use to prop in fee button. Does that work? Would that actually work? So if I go up to my Navbar and I change this to, well, that's fine. But in the button, let's say fee. Wait, what is it? Just a 2. What? And I just say project.id. Oh no, sorry. Well, this won't work here. So create project. Oh, I guess it doesn't need to work on that one. Oh, I get what you're saying. So does 2 actually work on actually just a button? So if I say 2 slash hash slash project, just because I don't want it to actually do anything. If I go back, refresh. Oh, it does. Wow. I didn't actually know that. Does that work? So that's not going to error for the Nuxt link, right? So it's not. Does it have any different values to what Nuxt link does? And hello, Denilson. I think that says. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at naming people. Let's actually remove these fully then. Hit save. That's good. So we've got our card and our project. Let's make this dynamic. So inside of our projects, let's add some dummy projects in here. We're going to have an ID of what? 0. The reason it's a string is because it will be a long string and it will be an alphanumeric string. ID, we're going to say title of project 1 and a description of this is project 1. And then we're going to have an array of tasks, and that is, you can use it for Nuxt router link, also for Vue router link in case a VueJS project. Oh, nice, that's really cool, dude. Thanks for letting me know that. So let's add another ID of 1, a title of project 2, a description of this is project 2, and let's say tasks is equal to an empty array again. Okay, so now we have this basic stuff. Let's actually use it inside of index, and to do that, we're going to say computed. We're going to pass through, we're going to use a method called projects, and we're going to set that equal to, what are we going to set that equal to? We're going to say projects, and we're going to, sorry, it's going to be a method, and we're going to return this $store. So we're going to make a reference to our store.state.projects. Why is that capital? projects. It's a capital in there, is it? No. Okay, projects, and that is going to return us our project, and I know why, it's because that's capital projects there I've done. And hopefully that should return our actual state. And now we're going to say in here, fee for project in projects. We're going to say, we're going to bind our key as project.id, and then we're going to pass through a project, which is going to be equal to project. So if we hit save, nothing, well, we probably will get our thing multiple times over. There you go, so we get twice. That's how many we have in a array. So in the card, we're then going to create a script. We're going to say props. That's not how you say props. Props, and we're going to pass an array string and say project. Okay, inside of here then we're going to say project.title. Down here we'll say project.desk. Here we'll say project.tasks.filter, and then we're going to say task, and we're going to set that equal to task.done. Oh yeah, so if that's only going to work if that task gets sys right, but we have none. So task.done.length. So we're checking the ones which we have done, and that is going to be equal to length. We're then going to do the same for completed tasks. Oh, sorry, so this is going to be not done, and this one is going to be done. And then the total task will be tasks.length. So now if we hit save and we go back, they all should just remain at 0. Good, that's good. Now our stuff has been added in. So project 1, project 1, project 2, this is project 2. That is good. We now need to say on our button, it's using what Sharon said in the comments. We're going to say 2, and we're going to put in here a /project/ and then we're going to pass through the project.id and hit save. And when we go back and we hit open project, it's going to error because the page isn't found, but as you can see, it's injected that information into our Navbar or our URL bar. And if we open project 1 or 2, which is project 1, it's going to also do the same. So that's good, that's working. That is good news. Okay, so we've rendering our projects here now. Now we want to set up the new routes. We're going to be using parameters to do this, so root parameters. So we're going to add a new folder called project, and inside that folder, inside that folder we're going to add another folder called underscore. Oh, it's added it in the wrong place. Sorry, let me just click on that. It's going to be underscore ID. And how parameters work in routing in Nuxt.js is you have to prefix a parameter with an underscore, and then whatever's after the underscore will be known as the parameter. So we're going to pass through the ID, and that's what we pass through the top. We're now going to add in our template for this, which is going to be index.vue. We're going to say template, and we're going to write fee layout, fee flex, and in here we're going to pass through some strings, and just to test it we're going to say $root.params.id. So we're going to pass through whatever the ID of the project is. So let's refresh. And let's hit open project, and as you can see it passed through 0 because that was the 0th project, and project 2, and as you can see that is project 1, well ID of 1, and that's an ID of 0, so that is correct. that it's working how we want it to work. Alright, so now inside of here we're going to properly set up the actual page. So we want to VFlex is correct. We're going to add a h2 with display 1 and text uppercase, and in here we're going to say project.title, and I'll show you how we get this in a minute. We're then going to say a paragraph tag which is equal to project.description, or we're actually not going to pass through we're just going to write this in for now so we can see how the page is working for now. h3.headline, which is going to say tasks, and then we're going to have a fee list which says 2 lines, so it's 2 lines high, and we're going to have a fee list tile which will have a fee list tile action, and it's going to have 2 of those, but we're not going to put anything in it. We're then going to have a fee list tile content, and in there is a fee list tile.title, if I could spell today, and the title we're just going to say for now project titles. What is that? Tasks, task 1. We're then going to say fee list tile action, and have another action which is going to say fee button flat color equal to warning, and then we're going to say inside of here remove. Hit save, and that should be good. If we open a project, this is what it looks like. It's a bit wrong, but we'll fix that. Cool, so that's looking good, other than the broken alignment issues there, obviously. So now let's actually get from what we get passed through. So we want to actually get the project, so we're going to add a script, and we're going to have a computed value, which is going to obviously be a object which has a method called project, which we're going to say this $store state.projects, and I'm going to return this. And then we're going to say .find, and we're going to pass through p, and we're going to find where the ID, the project ID, is equal to this $root.params.id. So we're going to get the ID we pass through in the parameters and basically find that project. And now where we've put project title, we can add in curly parentheses, and we can do it there too. And if we hit save and we go back and we refresh this page, once that is loaded, good, it has. As you can see, now the page is actually getting the correct contents. This is project 2, this is project 1. So I hope you guys are following along. I think better is projects ID underscore ID.vue. That could also work. That could work, Sharon, and that is a pretty good shout. I might change it to that for the actual repository, but for now I'm going to stick to what I've done. But that would also work. Just go have a sip of water. Bear with me. Okay, so now we've got our projects. We've got a task, which isn't actually got a task in it. Let's neaten this out a little, make it more readable, because that just says a lot of tiles to me. So if I do this right, so fee list, oh, that is why it's all broken. I put the whole thing in a fee list title instead of a fee list tile. Now that should have fixed our issue. So if we go back through and we refresh, there you go. That doesn't look too great, but it works. It's there. It's working right now. Okay, so in this little action here, we're going to say fee button. We're going to add fab to make it a rounded button. We're going to say it's small, and then we're going to pass through a fee icon, and in this icon we'll say keyboard arrow up. And I'm going to copy this code and paste it into the one below it, but say keyboard arrow down. Hit save, come back, and there you go. So now we have some up and down arrows for when we want to rearrange our tasks. Nice, so that's looking good. Kind of. Good, we'll define good later on. And okay, so this project 1, so that's okay. Alright, so the next thing we want to do, we're actually going to hook up our create project now. So our create project, we're actually going to hook up to something. I am going to hook this up to, so what we got, flex display, so this our ID, project card, default can be closed now. Our index can be closed for now, same can our store. Let's open up our navbar.vue, and inside of our navbar I am going to add in a few dialogues, which inside of Vuetify, dialogues are basically pop-ups. So I'm going to say feed dialog, and I'm going to set the width equal to 768 and the fee modal equal to create modal, or no, project modal. Modal dialog, project dialog. So inside of here we're going to add a fee card. We're going to have a fee card title, not a toe, thank you very much, a fee card title, and this going to say create a project. We're then going to add a script which is going to have data, which is going to return our components, and this is going to have a project dialog which is equal to false inside of our script. Our button, we're going to add a click event and set this equal to project dialog is equal to not project dialog. So if we hit save, and now we go back to our app and we hit create project, well, once it reloads, what error am I getting right now? Why are you erroring? No, it's not erroring. Let's hit create project. There you go. So create project, that our modal has popped up. That's good. Good start. So under title, we're going to put in some spaces, and I'm going to say fee divider. And after the divider, we're going to have fee card text. Not text. Text. There we go. And I'm going to say fee text field. So we're going to have some input fields here. And this one's going to have a label equal to title and a fee model equal to title. And it's also going to duplicate that, and this one's going to be equal to short description, and the fee model is going to be equal to description. Now inside of our data, we're going to say title is equal to an empty string, and so is description. And we're going to have a fee definer. And after the file is a fee card actions. And our actions are going to have a fee spacer as usual. We're going to have a fee button, which is going to be flat, and it's going to say when you click it, it's going to close our project dialog. So we're going to say it's equal to false. And I'm just going to say close button here. I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to change the name to create project. I'm going to set the color equal to primary, and I'm going to say at click is equal to a create project, a create project function, so a method. So down here we're going to have add in methods, and I'm going to say create project. So hit save, go back. Once this all loads, it's not loaded. Why are you not loaded? Is it working? I did add the actions in, didn't I? I did. Good. So let's just wait for this to load because my computer is incredibly slow today. I apologize. There we go. So, other than that, let's add a class of grey hyphen text hyphen dark and free. Just going to update. There you go. So that is now looking better. There you go. So now we can add in some text here saying hello and goodbye in there. And if we say log this dot title and this dot description, hit save, open up our console, and hit create. Hit create a project. Say title, the title, my description. Let's hit create, and as you can see, it's printed out in our stuff correctly. Nice. So that is all working. We can now add in some actual code for this, so to actually create it. So we're going to basically just say this, not capitals, this $store commit, and we're basically going to commit a mutation. We're going to pass a name, so we're going to say new project, and then once we've created a new project, we're going to pass through an object, and the object is going to say ID, which we're going to set up. The ID is going to be equal to math.random dot toString. So we get this random value, and we're going to set it to a string of 36, and then dot slice 2. I can't exactly explain what that does, but just believe me when I say that does something. And we're going to pass here, we're going to say let ID is equal to this, and then we're going to say ID is equal to ID. Title is equal to this dot title. Description, which is equal to this dot desk. And task, which is equal to an empty array. And then after this, we're going to say this dot this dot project dialog is equal to false, so we close it. We're going to say this dot title is equal to an empty string, and then this dot description is equal to an empty string also. Now we have that, let's go back in here, or let's actually go to our where we do this mutation, and this is what we print. So let's just see what that does. So let's open up our terminal again. Let's hit create project. Let's write here my title, my description. Let's hit create project, and actually it says new project, and it passes through the information we pass it. So that is very simple. So what we're going to say is state.projects.push, and then we're going to say project. And that is all we need to do our new project. So once this all refreshes, let's close this. Let's hit create, and let's say project 3, my third project. Let's hit create, and there you go. So that's all set up. So if we click into this, it all works nicely and it's all set up correctly. It's nice. So we're pretty much halfway there now, so we can create all our projects very easily. We now just need to be able to create a task. But to do that, when we create a task, we don't want when we go into our project, we don't want the create project to show, right? We want it to be quite dynamic. So inside of our navbar.vue, if we go back and go to our navbar.vue, we're also going to say watch. We're going to add in a watch method to watch when we change route. Actually, well, first things first, we want to, where we've got a create button, we want to add in a second button called create task, and I want to say create task is going to be the, oh wait, sorry, this is the wrong section. I need to put it in here, and it's going to have the same stuff for everything else. And it's going to say task dialog is equal to not task dialog. We're then going to copy this modal or this dialog, and we're going to change, just create a task. We'll say task dialog, which we're going to pass through down here. We're going to duplicate, oh, not that many times, and say this equal to task dialog. Hit save. Oh, and this, we only need one field here now, and it's going to be equal to our task, and it says say label task. Oh, and we want to change this to create task and create task. I think that is good. So if we hit save and we go back, as you can see, we've got two different projects, right? But we don't want create task to show until we're inside a project, and when we're inside a project, we don't want create project to show. So what we want to do is create a boolean called is project page, and we're going to set this equal to false by default. And now we're going to add a fee if on our actions up here. So just after the click event, we're going to say fee if, and we're going to say is project page, and then we're going to say if it, or we'll actually set that it's not project page, and then we're going to say fee else onto this one. So if we let that refresh, there you go. So now it only shows one. And now we want to add a watch value to our export here, and we're going to say $root. So we're going to watch the root variable or state or whatever you would call it, and we're going to say if this $root.name is equal to, and we're going to say project-id, because it's basically following our root, so project-id would equal our root. We're then going to say this.is project page is equal to true, else this.is project page is equal to false. Now, if we come back and we refresh our page and let this refresh, and we open a project when it loads. God, this is taking a long time to load, isn't it? There you go. So now, as you can see, it swaps button but depending on what page we're on, which is cool. So we can activate a different dialog. So again, we've got our second dialog, create a task. So if we're in a task and we hit create a task, we get our task. And that's not going to do anything, because we actually need to create, we need to change that too. So we need to say here, we need to say task dialog is equal to false. We also want to pass through down here task and set that equal to an empty string. And after this method, we want to say create task, and we're going to say let ID. Maybe not. We're not going to say let ID. We're going to say this. This dot store dot commit, and we're going to say new task, and we're going to pass through another object, and it's going to have ID, which is going to be this dot $root dot params dot ID, and it's going to have the to, which is equal to this dot task. And then we're going to say this dot task modal is equal to false, and this dot task is equal to an empty string. Now over at the mutations export, we're going to say new task. I'm going to pass through the state as usual, and we're also going to pass through a payload. And sorry, my computer's being weird again. Yeah, so we're going to pass through a state and a payload, and what we want to do is we want to go state.projects.map. So we want to map our projects, and we'll set this equal to an arrow function, and we're going to say if project.id is equal to payload.id, that means we're in the correct project. So we're going to say let id equal math, so the same random code we had earlier, math.random.toString 36.slice2, and then we're going to say project.tasks.push. So we're going to get that project, and we're going to push on this task. And this task could have an ID equal to ID, a to-do equal to payload.todo. We're going to say done is equal to false, and our weight. So the weight is the weight of the project. So we're going to say project.tasks.length plus 1. So we're going to add 1 to it every single time. And now that should be correct. That should be all we need to do. But now let's go back to our index.vue where we list out our tasks here, and we're going to say task tile. We're going to say v4. We're going to say task in project.tasks. Then we're going to bind the key equal to task.id. We're going to give this a class of item. And where we have our title, we're going to say tasks.todo. And I think that's all we need to do for now. Let's hit save, go back, and actually we have no tasks. So if we create, we're going to need to refresh that. We're going to have to sort a solution after that. So if we click create task, and we say project or task 1, and we hit create task, there we go. It gets added straight in, but it doesn't get removed. Why did it not close? So let's go into our navbar. This.task, it's task dialog is equal to false. Let's refresh that. Go back to the home, make sure it's all good. Cool, open the project, hit create task, run in here, task 1, hit create task, and there we go. Task 1 has been created, and it looks good. I think worked fine and how it should work. How's everybody doing in the chat, by the way? I hope you're all good. Oh, if you get lost at any point, just shout and I will try and help you out, because I sometimes get lost myself in my own code, which is always good. So we basically have a project management tool already. We just need to be able to remove the tasks and rearrange them now. And that's basically the last part of our task. You know what though? I never added a way to remove your project. I probably should do that, but for now we'll stick to the original plan. I'll let you guys use your own imagination. Oh, and as you can see here, active task is equal to 1, completed task equal to 0, and total task equal to 1, because we've got a task in there. So that is updated nicely. Let's open up the project and continue on in here. So where we've got the task, where are we? Where we've got the, we're in the wrong file again. So in here, where we've got the task tile, we want to say at click. And we want to say, when you click it, we want to say toggle done. And then we're going to pass the task.id. So we're then going to bind a class to this too. And we're going to say, if task.done is true, then we're going to give this a class of done. Else, we're going to give this a class of nothing. So we need to actually add some styles to this quickly. Let's go style. And we're going to say .done is equal to text decoration. And we're going to say line through. We're then going to say .item is equal to border bottom. And we're going to say 1 pixel solid, and we'll give this a 555. And that is good. We're then going to say .item last of type. And it's going to just say border bottom is equal to none. And we're going to add some animations in here so we can see which item was added in last. And we're just going to add in a really simple one. We're going to say from background color, and we'll say RGBA 255 204 0 1. And we're going to set that to background color with an opacity of 0, basically. We could have just used opacity instead of RGBA, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm a bit... No, because if we used opacity, it would hide the whole thing. Okay, so that is good, I think. Oh, we actually have to add the animation here. So we're going to say animation, and the name is going to be equal to fade in. We're going to say 1 second, and we're going to say linear. So that should be good. And we've got our toggle done. So now we need to create methods in here. And it's going to say toggle done. It's obviously going to be a method, which it's going to be passed through the ID. And now we're just going to say this.$store.commit. And we're going to say toggle done. And we're going to pass through the ID, which is equal to the project ID. So we're going to say this.$root.params.id. And then we're going to say task is equal to ID. Yeah. Okay, that is loading. I think, oh no, that's the same comment as earlier. Okay, so this looks good. So as you saw there, it did the little rendering thing. So if I go in here and I say task 2 and click create task, actually it fades in with a little yellow highlight to make sure we can see which tasks were added in. So toggle done, and that's going to send a commit. So let's go into our index.js and add a toggle done. So we'll say toggle done. We're going to pass through our state and our payload. And how are we going to conquer this? So we're going to say state.projects.map. So we're going to map this project again. And we're just going to say if project.id was equal to payload.id, then we're going to say project, that's not it, project dot task dot map task. So now we're going to get the task, and we're going to say if task.id is equal to payload dot task dot id. We'll say task.done is equal to not task.done. So we're just going to toggle the class, and that is all we have to do for our toggle class payload. So if we come back here, oh, error occurred. Refresh. Okay, so let's create our task again. Oh, that's a project. God damn it. Let's click in. Let's create a task, and let's say task 1. Hit create, and now if we click this, oh, we're still getting errors. Okay. What is that error? Project is not defined. Oh, did I accidentally say project? Where did I say project? I actually put projects instead of project inside of that. If we refresh, we add that. We add that task again. So we're going to say task 1, create, and now if we tick this, there you go. So it does work. So it strikes it through for us. You can do more than just this. This is just an example of what you can do. Oh god, this is exciting. Oh, has anyone got any questions while we're halfway through this? Or I say halfway, we're pretty much finished now. We've just got to do the reordering and the remove button. No? Everyone good? Let's continue on. So where we've got toggle done, inside of index.vue, we're going to add in our remove button action now. So we're going to say on click, we're going to say remove task. Is this the tasks? So yeah, this is a remove task, and we're going to pass through our task. Are we going to pass through the whole task, or should we just pass through the ID? I guess we'll pass through the whole task and we can just get the ID. Okay. Yep, that's all we need to do for that bit. Now in our methods, we're going to have a remove task. Is it remove task? Yeah, remove task, which is going to pass through a task. And this is going to, oh, my bad. Basically just commit another action to the store. So we're going to say .commit. We're going to say remove task, and we're going to say id this $root.params.id. We're then going to say task, and we're going to set this to task. Oh. So let's hit save. Let's go back to our index, and after our toggle done, let's add remove task. Say state payload, and then we're going to say state.projects.map project. Again, another arrow function, and we're going to say if project.id is equal to payload.id, we're then going to say project.tasks is equal to project.tasks.filter. We're going to say task, and I'm going to say if task.id is not equal to payload.task.id, we're going to say, and so wait, what am I doing here? So we're saying if task is .id is not equal to payload.task.id, we're then going to just return the task. We're also going to say if task.wait is more than payload.task.wait. So if it's more than, we're going to say task.wait minus minus. So what we're saying is even though we're deleting the other task, we still need to modify our weight. So we're going to check anything which was fatter than, or the weight was higher than our payload's weight, and we're just going to minus it. So basically our weight doesn't break, so it's not all broken. And that should now work, I believe. So where we've got our task, if we hit remove, it gets deleted. If we have enough, once we say task 1, and then we add in a task 2, and we create it. Now let's go to our view here. Once this loads, let's go to our layout. Let's go to our root. No, let's open this up, app. Where is our state going to be? Fee content, Nuxt. It's got to be on our Nuxt, right? No. Really doesn't want to be on any of these, does it? Why is there a random fee container? Anonymous component. Oh, and that's just our project. Oh yeah, we could get our task from here, I think. Wait, no, if it's there, there's our task. There we go. So let's open both these up quickly. So as you can see, we've got a weight of 1 and a weight of 2 there. Now, if we remove the 1, the task 2 gets a weight of 1. So that's what that's doing. So it's just basically resetting the weights for us. So our project is basically done now, but now we're going to add in some fun parts, which will be the up and the down weight shifting stuff. And actually reordering it to sort by weight. So first things first, let's actually go into our index, back into our ID, our index.vue for our ID, and add in a weight up method. So we're going to say weight up, and this is going to be equal to task. This is going to be pass-through task. We're going to say this.$store.commit, and we're going to say weight up. What? That didn't even look like weight up. Weight up, and we're going to say ID is equal to this.$root.params.id, and then we're going to say task is equal to task. And as you could probably already tell, it's really hard to make weight down. It's the exact same. So we're going to say weight down, and this is going to say weight down, and it's going to pass through the same stuff. Let's hit save, and let's go to our index. And basically, let's add in the weight up commands. So where we've got our methods, let's add in a new one, and we're going to say weight up, and it's going to be obviously equal to state with a payload. And here we go. So now what am I going to say? Pretty much the same as the other one. So we're going to say state.projects.map, and we're going to say project is equal to if project.id is equal to payload.id. We're then going to say project, project.tasks.map, and we're going to say task has a arrow function, which is going to say if task.id is equal to payload.task.id. We'll say if task.weight is less than 1, we're going to say task.weight minus minus. Sorry, we'll say task weight is more than 1, we're going to minus, so as long as it doesn't go under, and then we're going to put an else if task.weight is equal to payload.task.weight minus 1. The minus 1 is important. We're going to say if task.weight is less than project.task.length. and we're going to say task.wait ++. Oh, so that was a big one. And we're literally just going to copy this whole thing and paste it for the down and just change a few things. So we're going to say down. I'll explain this once I've done it, by the way. And we're going to say project.task.map. And we're going to say if task.id payload.task.id, if wait is less than project.tasks.length, we then do a wait ++, and then we'll say if task.wait is equal to payload.task.wait, we're then going to say the opposite. We're going to say is task.wait bigger than 1, and then we're going to minus. So we literally just reversed our function there. And basically what this function is doing is it's looping through our projects, finding our projects which match the ID we passed through. Then we're going to loop through each task, and we're just going to check if the task is equal to the task we passed through. If so, we're going to check if it's more than task.wait. So as long as it's more than 1, so it isn't equal to 1, we're going to net -1, which is going to make it lighter, so it's going to bring it forward. Else, we're going to make every other task, or the task which is equal to task.wait, we're going to -1 from this task, so it levels out the playing field, because else this would be 1 too high for the task.wait. And then we're going to check if the task.wait is less than the project.task.length, so the length of the array. We're then going to say task.wait ++. Whew, so that is very confusing. If you have any questions on that piece of code, then just ask, but hopefully you're able to read it and understand it, because this blows my mind sometimes too. So although we have created these functions, it's not going to do anything because we haven't got a sort by wait function. We need to actually be able to sort our projects, and we're going to say state.projects.map, and we're going to say project. We're going to say if project.id is equal to id, which we pass through. We're then going to say if project.tasks.length is more than 1, we're going to say project.tasks, tasks.sort, and we're going to say function a, b, and basically in here we're just going to return a.wait minus b.wait. And basically this is just going to sort them by their weight so we can rearrange them ourselves. But we need to call this every single time we get our task. So inside of our methods, where our project is, we're then going to say this.$store.commit, and we're going to say sort by weight, and we're going to pass through this.root.params.id. Now, I believe we should be able to. So if I go back here, and actually let's go back, let's refresh. So we've got our projects. If we open up this project and we create a new task, and we'll call this task 1. We're going to create a second task called task 2, and we're going to create tasks. And now if we move these, no, nothing is happening. Why? Do we have an error? Please say we do, because this is a hard thing to debug. We haven't set up our client. I don't think I know what we've done. So nothing is actually being called because we haven't set up our buttons to click on anything. So in the up arrow, we're going to say @wait. That's not, wait, what? Sorry, @click is equal to wait up, and we're going to pass through the task. And we're going to do the same thing for the down arrow, but we're going to say wait down, and we're going to pass through the task. Okay, that looks good. Let's go back and refresh. Well, actually, we're going to need to go. Yeah, we're going to need to go back to Nuxt project. We're going to say open project, and we're going to say create task, and in here we're going to write task 1, and the second one will be task 2. And now if I click this, there you go. So now they rearrange. That was very difficult. This has been a very explosive code, messy code writing session, and I apologize for that. My computer has been running like shit, so it's been really, I apologize for swearing there, but it's been running like poop, and it's really hard to work when it's running like poop. So I apologize if I skipped over anything that I should have explained a bit better. But I hope you guys learn at least how to make something along the lines of a project management tool. Does anybody have any questions for me while we are waiting, or while we've still got a few minutes? Oh. So just to go over what we've done, so we have created a project. We can create our own project. So we're going to say YouTube is our project. My YouTube project. We're going to click create. I'm then going to open up this, and we're going to create a task for our project, and we're going to say make a video. Click create tasks, and we can tick this as done. We've made a video. We can say stream something cool, and we'll click create task, and there we go. So we can now rearrange the stuff, hit remove, etc., do all sorts of things, and that works. So that's what we've done today. If we go back as well, we've got some little stats here, what we can do with our tasks, and that's what we created today, guys. Shane Walker, good work. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. And of course, will this stay up on YouTube? I've only just started watching. Yes, it will. Yeah, it will go onto his YouTube like a regular one. Yes, it will, Shane. Awesome project. Will the source code be available? Yes, I will put all the source code up on GitHub. I'd say it'll probably be done within the next half an hour after me finishing. Actually, I could do it on screen if you wanted. I'm going to have to re-watch it. I just started watching. Guys, you tuned in a little late, but I hope you guys do enjoy it when you do go back and watch it. It's an hour and 50 minutes long, so you might want to skip. The first 10 minutes is me trying to fix my stream because my stream was really laggy. So I apologize for that. But maybe you want to skip the first 10 to 20 minutes. I don't know how it is. You might have to figure it out. But yeah, guys, I am going to upload this to GitHub in a moment. And you guys will be able to get it. I'll put it in the description once I've ended the stream, I think. Does anyone else have any questions? Does anyone have any requests for something for me to do in the next video I create? So I think, well, in a future video. Does anyone have anything you want me to go over? Any topic they want to learn or anything like that? And while I'm waiting for questions to come through, guys, you can always join our Discord server and drop more questions or things you want me to do on my YouTube video, because we have a little video suggestion channel you can jump into and basically get chatting with us on our Discord, meet up with new developers and all sorts of things. The link is in the description of this live stream. Shane Walker asked, any plans to do us live? And yes, I do plan to do more live streams. I hope I hope the next live stream starts off better than this one, because the live stream last time the live stream today went really bad. I do apologize for the lagginess at the start of the video. I figured it was my face cam what messed it up though. So yeah, I do plan to do more live streams. I don't do them too often because a lot of people like my normal video format, and when I do a live stream it kind of replaces my video format. Just started learning VueJS, so more Vue would be good. Awesome course that would be good. I have got loads of VueJS tutorials on my channel already as well, so if you wanted to check those out you could. I think I'm planning to do a from beginners to like advanced course on this on VueJS, because VueJS is just an amazing framework, guys. So I'll be going through stuff like Nuxt, what we're doing now, normal VueJS, CDN VueJS, every single way you can write a Vue.js project. I'll be trying to go over. I'll be probably doing Vuetify mainly for the styling aspect. Maybe try Bootstrap one time. Vue Bootstrap, that is. Nice, Shane. That's awesome that you've just started learning, guys. Trust me, it's definitely worth learning. It's one of the greatest JavaScript frameworks, I think. I think it even beats React, in my opinion, from the ease of learning and just the capability of it. It's just, and the way how neat it leaves your code. So your code is so maintainable. And awesome course I am. I'm happy to hear that, man. That's good. Has anyone else got any other questions? Or any requests for future videos again? Don't forget, as I've just said, there is a Discord link where you can ask these in the Discord as well. I like it so much more than React so far. Yeah, React, I do like React, don't get me wrong, it's not something I dislike. I love React, but I also love Vue more. It's just, Vue, personally, it's just easier to learn. Lol, was typing out to ask if you would recommend Vue or React. Yeah, I would recommend Vue if you are more new to HTML frameworks, JavaScript frameworks. The only time I'd recommend React if you're working on a massive project, just because I don't know how, I know Vue is scalable, but React is got a bigger community. So if you hit any bugs or anything, you're most likely going to get, you've got Facebook backing Vue, React, sorry, and stuff like that. So you're going to get a better response. But I think Vue is actually probably almost popular than React, so maybe not. I don't know. Vue is, I'd recommend Vue over React overall. React is cool for some things, especially for React Native. If you wanted to make mobile apps too, learning React and React Native would be perfect for you. There is a Vue Native, but it just compiles into React Native, which compiles into native code. Hey, that's awesome, Shane. Don't worry. Thanks for tuning in. Cool. Looking forward to the next one. Thanks. Yeah. Hopefully we'll do some good. Hopefully you'll learn something new from the next tutorial too. Okay, guys. Any more questions? I'm gonna give it another minute before I end the stream, and then I'll upload the code onto a GitHub link or a repository for you guys to have a look at. I don't know how long it takes for the video to process though, so it might take a while for it to process. Actually, you know what, while we're sitting here, why don't I just do it now? Let's close this, let's clear, let's say git, oh, I think it's already git, say git status. There you go, so git add dot, git commit, commit. I'm going to just say initial commit. I'm just going to hit enter, there we go, and now let me go set up a git on a live server quickly, so I'm going to say github. This means you can jump straight over to my GitHub, by the way, guys, and get this straight away, so you're not waiting for the video to process, because it's 2 hours long. It's probably going to take a long time to process through YouTube. Called the PM tool a project management tool we created on stream. Create repository. Give me that sweet link. I've got my link. And let's quickly run this. So paste in that, hit enter, and now that it's all going to be pushed up to the GitHub repository for you. Alright guys, let me just get that link for you. Where are we? So I'm going to paste it in the chat. There's the link. And then I'm also going to add it to the description of this video. GitHub repo. Bam. There we go. So that is on there. Let's hit save. Also, guys, if there's anyone before I do go, what do you think of the thumbnail of this video? If you did see it, it's a new way I'm thinking about doing my thumbnails. I've really enjoyed more of a flat design rather than the quite bouncing off the screen design. So GitHub link is now ready and available for you guys to download this, so feel free to head over there and get the project. I am going to, okay, I think that's good. Okay, if there's no more questions, I am going to end the stream here, guys. So if you did enjoy the stream, then hit a thumbs up. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like the video, also leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more, then obviously hit that subscribe button. Hit the little bell as well next to it to get notified and don't miss a thing. And also, don't forget to leave your comments in the comments section, or if you have any queries or questions, you can always hop over to our Discord server and talk to us directly there. We've got quite a big community and it's pretty awesome right now, so it'll be great for more people to get involved and meet new people. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.